What's going on out there, drivers? This is Trucking Life with Sean. Today I want to talk to you about the dangers we're facing out here on the highway due to these mega carriers. These mega carriers are putting our drivers, our loved ones, in a very unsafe place, and it's driving me nuts. And y'all seen me talk about it on my videos before, but I just want to go into it and let the public know what's actually going on. My name is Sean. I've been driving for 15 years. I'm a company driver for Rosedale Transport. I'm also a driver trainer. Rosedale's a smaller company. They're not a huge company. They got about 175 trucks, but they're not like your major mega carriers. But I'm a company driver. I'm not an owner operator. But let me tell you what's going on out here. And this is with a lot of companies, not just mega carriers, but smaller companies too. But majority of them is the mega carriers. Trainers are not training their drivers like they should. People are getting their CDLs, and they're getting right out of school, and they're going right to work. Now, for y'all that are not truck drivers, you go to class and you see CDLs, and you think that you learn in school, right? You're just learning basic maneuvers. You're learning how to get your CDLs. That's what these schools do. They don't actually put you out on the interstates. I mean, they may put a few hours up and down one lane, but they don't actually train you how to drive in the snow. They don't train you to drive in the rain. They're not putting drivers in traffic. They're not putting drivers in situations that they're going to be in real life. They leave it up to the carrier that's hiring them to put them through this training. And you would think that companies would train drivers a lot better. But the truth is they don't. And I'm here to expose that truth. These drivers are coming out of school. They're going to work. And you can ask any truck driver on the road. We know it. We see it every day. We see these accidents. We see these people that they're driving 80,000-pound vehicles, and I'm not even blaming the driver, the student driver. I'm actually blaming where the credit should go, and that's to these major carriers and the greed they have for money. What they're doing is they hire these drivers, and they're putting them with trainers that's only been training for a couple months, and they put them right with them. I feel like if you're going to train a driver, you should have several years experience before you just put them out there. And they're running them like teams. The trainees, the trainers actually sleep in the bump while the trainees driving, and they're not getting the experience. They're not getting trained. They're just throwing them out here, and it's all because of corporate greed. And this is the truth. What happens is these companies, they look at it and they say, okay, they say, well, if this person gets in an accident, and I have to pay out this much money versus how long they can drive without making an accident. And if there's a profit there, that's all they care about. So they're trying to fill the seats, and they're trying to make a buck. And what's happening is you've got people that are innocent drivers out here driving regular cars. You've got teenagers driving regular cars, and you've got 18-wheelers running into them. They get in a little bit of snow. They don't know how to handle it. They don't understand the stopping distance, and they're wrecking. Again, I'm not blaming the student driver. I'm blaming the carriers who are just pushing them out here on these trucks. It should be a mandatory training system. And I get it. Right out of school, you want to get out there and you want to start making as much money as you can. So CDL drivers, if y'all are listening to me, I'm not blaming y'all. I believe the mega carriers should pay more for training. They should invest in their drivers. They should do better so we have safer roads out here. You don't understand how many wrecks that I see and how many fatalities I see. People not being taught the dangers of driving at night, the dangers of driving in traffic. There's dangers of driving over the mountain. We're driving a missile. But like I said, these major carriers, they're just throwing them out there running like teams, and they're not giving them the proper training. So that's the reason I started this channel. This channel that I've got here is, I can't train everybody, and I'm not perfect. I haven't been driving 50 years. I've been driving 15 years, but I've seen a lot. And I opened this channel so that way we can start a conversation. I'm trying to get a community of drivers. Listen, drivers, if you've got advice for drivers, leave comments on this channel. Go ahead, and other drivers are reading it. If you've got some advice, some from y'all old heads out there, let's talk about it. The only way we're going to get safer is it's not going to be from these major carriers. It's not from these schools. The only way is for us to have this conversation and for us to talk about these things in safety manners, so that way you as a YouTube listener can pass it on, and maybe I can teach you a few things, or maybe other drivers can teach you a few things. But when you're out there going to these major carriers, if they're trying to put you with a trainee that ain't been driving, ask for somebody else. Don't go out with the drivers I've been training a couple months. That's not fair to you. It's not fair for the driver. And it's not fair for the innocent drivers that are out here on the road that's not commercial truck drivers. And I'm not bashing the trucking industry, but I'm bashing these mega carriers that are out here trying to make a profit and not caring about student driving, new drivers. So drivers, subscribe to my channel. If you got some value from this, hit that like button. And let's try to put some value out here on these channels, and let's try to talk good, and let's try to get some advice. I try to get, I wish everybody would have a YouTube channel talking about safety, but not everybody wants to do that. But just comment on this channel and let people know. And if y'all got any questions, feel free to ask me. I will answer you back. It might take me 24 hours, but I will try to help you in any way I can. I try to get videos out here. If y'all know of a situation that I haven't talked about, leave me a comment and I will make a video on it. I'll try to demonstrate it the best I can and try to help you succeed in this. Again, I appreciate you. I appreciate all my subscribers. You know what it is. Let's get it.